I am outside again. Scary. I think it's not. Why is she laughing? She just started. Oh my goodness. Hello, good people. Thank you all for joining me as always. Those that attend the live broadcast and those that catch the replay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Back out here in nature, folks. I gotta do it. Just watching my surroundings. Okay. Whew. Get my steps in. Health is wealth. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Whew. Mine went well. Thanks. Thanks for asking. Oh my. Oh. Always something. I'm a little frustrated today, but I'll press through. I'll make it. Ooh. Wow. Make sense Monday. It's a lot of things out here that I would like to make sense of. Hello, can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising. How are you? How are the kids? I know you talked about it this morning. They're doing great. Good. Now that they were out of the truck and at your house while you were on cruise and all that good stuff. Glad that they are doing great, that they survived, all that good stuff. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. This is just going to be a random video, maybe mostly silent, but some of the things that are on my mind, my brain that I'm thinking about is with regards to some things that need to make sense to me or that one should think about. One thing is the kids, or at least our kids, black kids, etc. Hello, Wake and Bake with Uncle Ray. Hi, how are you? Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. With regards to our kids and the school stuff, CRT, and it's a whole lot of information and things that are out there with regards to what CRT is itself. Why some people want it, why some people don't. There's a whole lot to that. But the one little thing that I want to focus in on that some people say with regards to CRT, critical race theory, is the part about learning about black history, slavery, and the greats and all the different people within that, what have you. And in my brain, at least for the public schools, and I went to public schools, my daughter went to public schools, my grandchildren go to public schools, although during the first K to 3, K to 4, they went to private, the two older ones. But nonetheless, if the public schools are so bad, and I'm not saying every public school is bad, but if the public schools are bad in your area, and I guess you are making that determination, hello MLW Fishing Man, then why would you want some teacher to be teaching your kid about black history? And I know that they're not going to teach black history in its totality. They're going to take probably a couple of 2-3 greats, speak about slavery, and move on. Why don't you just teach your kid about black history, the black history that you want them to know, starting from whatever point you want to start the black history. Maybe you have a grandparent or a great-grandparent that is still alive or something like that, or you know of someone in the family or outside of the family that you could take them to tell you what segregation was about. Like my mom is 94 and she lived during that time. So if my daughter wanted my grandchildren to know about segregation, she's right here, she's alive. Well, she can't do too much now, that's a whole other thing, but I'll close that. The battery thing again, and it is charged up this time. Good morning, Joshua. It seems like sometimes we're looking to other people to do stuff, and We have the tools, the ability on some things to do it ourselves. And we're supposed to be the first teachers of our children. But if we just took that one thing, if that was like one of the most important things and a whole host of things that our children need to know something about, a significant portion about, and you as the parent would decide, then do it yourself. Do it in the way that you want to do it. Tell them the things that you want to tell them. And bring it up to date. Start at whatever point and bring it up to date. Like, this is how it is out here in the world. Like, we're preparing our young men, and now maybe even our young ladies, with regards to the traffic stop. We're giving them that training, that preparation. Do this, do this, do this. But we should be telling them the other parts and all that too. So why would, not just make it make sense. If you want your kids to learn about Black history, then you as a Black person, the mom, the dad, etc., teach them about Black history in your way. Don't depend on someone else to do that for you in the school system. And just look at the school system. Are there enough Black men in the school system as teachers? I'm sure that there's a lot of Black females there. Then you have to look at the power dynamic. Hello, Miss Patty, how are you? All of that good stuff. So on that part, just that little snippet of the CRT debate that they're having with regards to Black history and the teaching of Black history. Do it yourself if you don't think that they're doing a good job, or they're thinking it's, oh, now you're being woke or something like that. If it's of importance to you, then you do the training, the information. Give your kids the training information that you want them to have about the great Blacks that sacrificed so that we could get to this point to talk about, hey, why aren't you talking about Black history? Make that make sense to me. That's crazy. Another thing that was on my brain, and this is about the Walmart, and I'm going to go a whole lot of different directions on this. Thank you so much, Miss Patty, for joining me. MLW Fisherman, Joshua, the young man, Wake and Bake with Uncle Ray, and Can't Stop Walking, Beloved Morning and Cruising. Thank you all for being here. My Chaotic Garden. Hi. Say one something, maybe, I don't know, that was just a note. Yes, outdoors walking, Miss Patty. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Oh, this Walmart thing, I don't know what the Target is doing up, but I've been hearing and seeing a lot of videos with regards to Walmart closing their stores. Whew. And most of the video that I see with regards to YouTube is always Black people in the stores shoplifting. Very interesting that we're the only ones out here that are shoplifting. Yes, I said it. Interesting that we're the only ones out here that's shoplifting. Very, very interesting. Did I lock this? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Check out my car to see if the door was locked. But nonetheless, Walmart, and probably for a long period of time, they've probably been closing their stores, but you just haven't been hearing about it so much on the news. But now it's like all over the news, or at least YouTube, because I'm not watching the news. So they're closing all these stores. And like I said, the videos that I'm seeing is of people going in there and stealing. And of course, that's probably a lot of it. I am sure that that is a lot of it. There's no business that can survive if their product is being stolen from their shop. And for a company like Walmart, they're not going to take that for too long. And it's probably been going on for so much time that they've gotten to the point where that's it. We're up out of here. We're going somewhere else, or we're going to do something differently. And for me, in the back of my brain, and you may see it more sooner than later, it's the I'm going to be doing something differently is part of why they are closing down some of these stores also too. If the company, Walmart, whatever type of company it is, at least the publicly traded ones, if they're not making money, if they're not returning profits or dividends to the shareholders, that's problematic. So they're going to look out for the shareholders. That is their number one job. And if you have stock in any company, you know that that is a true statement, and you definitely want them to be that company to be profitable over the long term, year after year after year, because that helps you and your retirement portfolio, or just your portfolio in general, if you got it like that. So what does that mean? What are some other factors that may be contributing to Walmart wanting to close their stores besides the theft? I don't know whether they're unionized or not. I didn't even try to look that up. But if they're not, then maybe some of that is going on behind the scenes and we're not seeing that. And I'm sure that people are asking for more money based on the type of work that they are possibly doing, or just a higher wage, a livable wage, which is not crazy, but they're not going to do that. And if they do that or rate increase it more than what they have, and this is just any business, they're going to find that the raise that they give you, they're going to find that and take something else away from you, either some other type of benefit, or they're going to cut your hours. And then that's how they're going to make up the difference. They're having to pay you a decent wage. And yeah, I get it. Hello, April Showers. How are you? Thanks for being here. But it's just crazy. So what does that mean for you, me, and the next person? Please check to make sure that if you have a Walmart located in your community, or 20 or 30 or 40 minutes out, that Walmart isn't closing if you utilize Walmart at all. Because some people don't, but a lot of people do because they have decent prices, etc. So please check to make sure that your local Walmart is not closing. I heard on one video that they're closing one in DC. I only been to one in DC, and I was over there in Silver Springs. So me and my granddaughter just went over to DC, which is right there in this case, to that Walmart. I don't know how many they have. I want to say they have two that I know of. I think they have one on South Dakota. I'm not sure. Let me stop. But nonetheless, check to make sure that if you utilize Walmart a lot for your groceries and the other shopping items that they have there, that you check to see that it isn't closing in your place. And if you need to stock up on your emergency food supplies and you're utilizing Walmart for that, of course, if you're checking to see, then you'll know whether they're closing or not. And you can gather up some of the emergency supplies that you need at that Walmart before they close, if that is going to be the case. You definitely have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. What else do we need to? What else that doesn't make sense to me? Let me see. Also, if you have an Aldi there in your area, I guess they will be the backup. I don't know, the backup land if you have an Aldi in your area. Because sometimes some communities may just have a Walmart there, and they don't have the luxury of having, a Giant, a Safeway, a Winn-Dixie, a Piggly Wiggly, whatever other places, Aldi, Harris Teeter, Trader Joe's, or any of that. They may not have that luxury. So if you are in said community or near a community that just has the Walmart, hello, the Bud Files, how are you? Then make sure that you are stocking up on the things that you need. Or if you even think that your Walmart may be closing, just stock up, prepare. Always be prepared. Feels good. That breeze feels good, but I'm kind of sort of menopausal. Yeah, but it's really interesting what's going on with the Walmart. And who knows, it may be like some of the videos I was watching said they may be going to the Amazon model. Maybe they'll just have the Walmart stores and besides the food, house things there, and people just order online like they're doing now, and they have a delivery thing, and people can still pick up, but no one go inside the store. So it's just like an Amazon warehouse or distribution center type thing, but still localized, but they're not letting you come in the store and all this other stuff. Maybe they would just do the Sam's. I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone stealing out of Sam's, but like I'm not tracking that or what have you. So just make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Check to make sure that your Walmart isn't closing in your area or the one that's nearest to you, because it can have an effect on families. Like if that's the only place that they go, they may have other options, but Walmart is like the best price for the things they want to get. But yeah, and it goes back to being prepared, watching your budget, all this other stuff. Now, if your Walmart closes, you're going to have to go further out, possibly to some other place to shop. And now you got the gas, if you're hauling the kids around, it's just a whole mess. So, but the make sense part of that is, when I'm seeing these videos and I'm seeing black people on there, and I know that there are other people, other races of people that are out there that are stealing too. But we know what leads in the news. They're so bad, they're bad people, they're robbing. And there is some of that going on in the community. So let me be clear about that. There is some of that going on, but it's not everybody. But when these type of things happen, and then the black community is at the forefront of these things in my brain, then we become the reason why the Walmart went away. So when the bad actors in the community are doing these type of things, it makes everyone look bad. And that could go for anything, not just the stealing. It could go for anything. And now this is going to be on our heads. Hey, they're out here, 5-finger discount, stealing, shoplifting, blatant on camera. I saw one. It wasn't a Walmart, but it was a wanted to focus. Yeah, it just becomes crazy. So when we have people in the community that are doing stuff like that, over time, this could be obviously a huge repercussion to the community, what have you. And if that community around that particular Walmart is mixed, but a large majority of the population shares my reflection, is black or what have you, then yeah, they're going to go to that. Yeah, they were in there stealing and carrying on, and every 5 seconds someone's in there stealing, having disregard for themselves, respecting other people's property. I don't know. It's just a mess. And I've seen some of the stores, some of the things that, in my opinion, were being stolen the most. They putting tags on them, and they've been putting tags on lots of stuff, especially black hair care products. And now they've extenuated that out to a whole host of other things. Let's say shavers. They always had, not always, but over-the-counter, I guess like Sudafed or that type of stuff where I guess you can get high or make something and get high. I don't know. It's just crazy. But we just have to be mindful of the actions of a few really can impact and hurt the many. And the broader thing is obviously the whole city, the whole town in general. Yeah, they got security cops and surveillance and what have you. But from the little bit that I know, and I want to tie it back to something else with regards to security cameras, the law, police, and all this other stuff. You can find anything online that you want to. But after the George Floyd thing, and that was horrific, after the George Floyd thing, some of these folks started talking about defunding the police and, having psychiatrists and maybe social workers come along in the rides and all this other stuff, or call them to a spot where the police thought, whatever. That is not so much a criminal thing. This person is having an episode, a psychological episode. I'll just put it that way. And so then the whole defund the police just went on a tear. Like, what do you mean defund the police? Like, do we have time to call someone if the person that's having a psychological event has other people are involved, like their own children, and they have a gun in there, or they're in their house, they probably have a knife, not a butter knife, you follow what I'm saying? So what do we do? Just wait around till a social worker shows up? Or one is riding in the car with you all the time, and what do you do? That went crazy. And then I think some cities tried to incorporate their own version of defund the police. And I don't think it had great results. And some of it, from what I heard, obviously I haven't seen that play out in my own personal dealings, etc., is now you see these people just going to these random stores, and even though they got security people, cameras, all this other stuff, surveillance, they're just letting them take the stuff because people don't want the issue. A black person comes in there and steals something, oh, you're being racist and all this other stuff. People don't want that. No corporation wants that. They don't want to be the headline on the news with that. So they don't call the police. They just let the person take the stuff out of the store. And I said they don't call the police. It's possible they call the police after the fact, just maybe to report it. But it gets to be a little bit crazy when there are some people that are saying, defund the police, defund the police. And then, of course, on the other side, they're saying, no, don't do that. But who are the people that need the assistance of the police the most? I'm not talking the extreme cases. I'm just saying, if someone broke into my house, I want the police to come and do that. If someone broke into anyone's house, it's in the chat. These, you're you are paying taxes and you want the services when you need the services. I want the fire department to come if my house is on fire. I want the ambulance to come. I want the police to come. So if you're saying defund the police, then we all knows what happened. They stopped doing their job, really. They really stopped doing their job. So now, already, I don't have the complexion for protection. And now this is part two with the defund the police. They are not going to really come as fast as they probably could. And then if they see some, black-white dynamic going on, they're going to be very careful. And when your life is on the line, or the life of your grandchildren, or your children, or something like that, not the time for politics. It's time for you to get the bad guy. Point blank. So, make sense Monday. I'm trying to make sense of some of the stuff. And I get it. I'm an individual. You all are individuals. This is my life. And you all have your lives, what have you. But we want to be out here, and we want to be safe, and we want people to do their jobs that we are paying into for them to do their jobs. Some of this other noise, and it's especially from the people that have security. Sometimes 24/7 security. Those people are carrying guns, protecting them. But they don't want the people that you are paying and you're paying them too. They don't want the people that you are paying locally to come to your aid. I'm trying to make sense of that. Just really trying to make sense of that and a whole lot of other stuff. So sometimes, and of course, like I said, I have my family, you all have your family. You want the best for yourself and your family. That's not being selfish. That is not being selfish. You want the best for your kid. If your kid was offered a full ride to college, you would say, no, I don't want it, because your neighbor's kid, who's kind of sort of in the same situation as you are, and your kid or what have you, they're not getting the same treatment. Not me. Take the care of number one. You have to take care of yourself before you can be able to take care of anyone else. Just like those folks, they're taking care of themselves, having the armed security, and I get it. I'm talking about these politicians, and there are nutsos out here that want to do them harm or what have you. But at one time, they weren't a politician, at least some of them. Because some of them, they became a politician because, a parent or something like that died that was in that seat before. But here we are. So it's okay for them to have all this type of protection that you and I are paying for because we're taxpayers. But they don't want you to have your localized protection come and assist you. And the gun and the 2A thing, make it make sense to me. But that's a whole nother thing. But back to the Walmart. Just please make sure that you are, as always, and I bring this up as much as I can, maybe a little bit too much, stocking up, preparing yourself for any and everything that may happen. It is getting crazy out here. The interest rates are creeping up. I know everyone is employed. The unemployment rate is low, low, low. Yes, it is. This is the stuff that they're telling you. But people are finding it hard to even find a place to rent because the rent is so high. Some people have possibly given up on home ownership, and I do believe that's a good thing still, but it's not for everyone. People out here are having a time, and now maybe the one place that they had to go and get reasonably priced food and goods, clothing, etc., may be going away from them, which is probably further going to complicate their financial situation. It's just craziness out here. So please make sure that you are taking care of yourself, doing the things that you need to do to prepare for whatever may come down the pike, come down the line. And these tornadoes that they had and are still having in Mississippi, and there were some other states that they included that I saw. There was like 5 other states, but they said there was 25 that died from the tornado that happened in Mississippi. I want to say it was Friday last week, and then this story that that I saw today. Hello, Kirby Key. Said there were like so many more tornadoes that happened. They didn't say the severity, but like in 5 other states, which is just crazy. Please keep security top of mind. Yeah. There's a lot of violence out here, Josh, for sure. You just have to make sure you're being aware of your surroundings, keeping those doors locked. I'm not saying just people doing the general basic things that one would do every day. Not like one's out here. She's fear-mongering. No, I'm not doing that. Always be aware of your surroundings. Lock your doors, turn on your security alarms. Just be mindful of everything. Pick the time of day that is good for you to go out, especially the young ladies, but the young men too, because they don't want you to be armed or anything like that. So make that make sense. But nonetheless, here we are. And always advocate and fight for your interest, and the your being you yourself, like at your job. And the other, and the your family, your children at the school, all of that good stuff. Some of the things that your kids may have told you that is going on in the schools or something or another like that. Go up there and advocate for them, like, hey, we're not doing this. Be present. That's it. Yeah, exactly, Miss Patty. Just talking safety in general, doing the easy basic stuff, and make sure when you get in your cars you're automatically locking your doors, because there are a lot of people out here that are hurting, that do not have money, and they may see you as a target. So just be careful. Be very, very careful. But yeah, always advocate for yourself. Always advocate for yourself. What else is going on besides the tornadoes in Mississippi and the other states that were having it? Hello, MC the Shiznit. How are you? Thanks for being here. Getting outside. Getting some of this air. Of course, walking and talking. Yes. very careful. Be very careful. I guess Joshua's speaking to Yvette. Hello, Yvette Minor. If I didn't see your message, I'm sorry. I'm on this phone and they go by so fast, and I'm trying to be aware of my surroundings as I'm trying to preach to others. I am going to end this live, folks. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. How are things going with you, Yvette? Kirby Key. Go check out Kirby Key. I need to get back over there. She does reviews on fragrances, food. Those crumble cookies I keep thinking about. Crumble cookies. But she does reviews on things, fragrances, clothing items, shoes, etc. Tennis shoes, all that good stuff. Let's go check out Kirby Key. Go check out Joshua Gabriel. I don't know whether you're going live today, Joshua, or if you've already gone live. Go check out Joshua. He goes live doing exercise, push-ups, putting me to shame, push-ups, indoor running, etc. I see him do some stretching too. And also he's an artist, so go check out his artwork that he sells. Joshua Gabriel. MC the Shiznit, how are you? Shiznit, how are you? Have you sold any cars lately? Let me know in the chat. Go check out his channel. He buys and resells. He flips cars. I'll put it that way. MC the Shiznit, go check out his channel. And he chats it up about the youth. Back to some of the things that I was talking about with regards to Walmart and the 5-finger discount stuff that's going on, the stealing, the shoplifting that is going on. I'll tell you that life is no good. Flip them, yes. Flip them, flip the pancake. What is she doing? What is she doing, this foolishness? Go check out MC the Shiznit, you all. Thank you so much. Bud Files was here. Go check them out. They're at cemeteries, museums, all that good stuff. Go check out the Bud Files. Abandoned places, abandoned buildings. Go check them out. Miss Patty's Southern Kitchen and More. Check her out. Did you walk today, Miss Patty? I don't know whether the weather permitted or not there where you're located. You may have gone walking and just, or you may be going at 5 o'clock today. I don't know. But check out Miss Patty's Southern Kitchen and More. Over there cooking and carrying on. Doing unboxings and reviews. She said that's your repertoire. Miss Patty. Yes, and cooking and carrying on. Yes. Jubber Bruce Love TV. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Miss Patty is out there walking for her health. And if you are a family member, it will show the upcoming as to where she is going to be walking. It'll give you the notification of the time that she is going walking. Sometimes the weather permits, so as of right now, it's touch and go. So just check for her upcoming notification if you are a family member already. And if you're not, go to her channel, check her out. I said I was going to stop. Oh, thank you, Miss Patty. Miss Patty said the weather didn't permit today. Get down here and get in this car and get back home. Well, my husband isn't working today, so. Hello, Lisa J. Stocks. How are you? Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. You all check her out, too. She's talking about investing, and also she does, of course, money, finance. Lisa J. Stocks, go check her out. Like I said, cash stuffings, sinking funds, using the cash envelope method. But she talks a lot about investing, different ways that you can invest, But as always, do your own research. And she's working on FIRE, financial independence, retire early. It's one of her goals, so go check her out. Lisa J. Stotts. Ooh. I think Joshua put his information when he was going live, etc., in the chat. So that information is there for you all if you want it. Thank you all so much for being here. Sorry if I missed anyone. Go check out the folks, Jabba Bruce Love TV. Go check out their channel, his channel, her channel. I have to check that out myself. I may already be subscribed and not know. But I do appreciate you all being here. I'll just walk a little bit longer. What else is going on out there would help to watch the news. Yes, and don't forget another thing, thrift stores. Don't forget about the thrift stores. If your Walmart closes and all this other stuff, that is something that you do, because that, like home ownership, may not be for everyone. But if you have something in mind that you would like to get and you don't want to pay that outrageous price in the Walmart or the Target or what have you. But as we know with the thrift stores, it's a hit or miss. They may or may not have it when you're there. They'll probably have it when you when you don't go there. Naturally, happens to me sometimes. But nonetheless, the thrift stores, that is a good option if you want to save money. Also, what else is going on? Yeah, I saw a little note about Germany, I think the airport, the bus and the train station. Those folks that they're going on strike once again for higher wages. It's just all over the place. This inflation is crazy. And whatever definition they have for a recession, I think it's 2 negative quarters. I don't know. I think they have to be back to back. I'm not quite sure. But a lot of people are in a recession already, and they have probably been in a recession and or maybe a depression already. And they're wanting a better wage from their employer. And some people are out here and they have 2, maybe 3 jobs depending. I'm not saying they're doing all 3 jobs each and every day, but they're doing a whole lot more than what they previously were doing. They're working beyond 40 hours a week at these different jobs. And it's just crazy. People are finding it hard to make ends meet, to just cover the basics. Food, clothing, and shelter. They're just finding it hard. And it is crazy. And some people, they're working these 3 jobs, and then at some point their body may give out. It may just be them, or if it's a family, a husband and a wife, and they have a kid or 2 or 3, it may be hard for them. And then some people are just too proud to go and ask for assistance from the state, or even from family members, or even go to a food bank where you're pretty much anonymous. Some people are just too proud for that. But don't be. If you need the help, go ask for the help. Help ease the load in an area or all the areas. If you've fallen on hard times, you lost your job, go ask for housing assistance. Because at some point, if you can't make that rent payment, and I'm just speaking about the rent, because if you can't pay your mortgage, then it's a whole process, and it could take a long, long while for them to get you up out of there. But for the rent thing, not so much in my brain. Go ask for assistance. If you are paying taxes out here and have been paying taxes out here, that's what those services are for. That is what the safety net is for you to utilize in your time of need. Yeah, I get it. We got people that abuse that. But back to the main point, Wanda. Go and get the assistance. And keep going, keep trying. Because sometimes they can get a little crazy because they see a lot of people coming in there and they are abusing the system. And then they get leery when you or I come in there with being legitimate with it. It gets to be a mess. Go ask for the assistance, whether it's housing, you need food stamps, EBT, whatever they're calling it now. Go ask for the assistance. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. We don't want you to be out here having 3 jobs and then you croak and then you fall over and you die, and now your wife is without that source of income. Well, she's without you, number one, and without that source of income, and she got children that she may need to take care of. Go ask for the assistance. We don't want you or the next person out here doing something that you should not be doing, getting yourself in trouble and possibly going to jail or prison. We don't want that for you. But there are a lot of people that are out here that are legitimately hurting, and they're not hurting, and they're not letting anyone know. I don't understand it, but people have their reasons for what it is that they do. But if you have children, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children. Something, please. Oh my God. There's lots going on, and it's just crazy. Like the title said, Make Sense Monday. Sometimes you can't make sense of some things. But then we don't know what people's motivations are as to why they do or don't do something, regardless of what that something is. Like in this case, why they don't go ask for assistance from the state where they paid money into. Don't know. It's crazy. But that money is that, trust me, other people are getting that money. You better, hello, Miss BFN, you better believe that other people are getting that money. But they're moving that money somewhere else to some people that aren't citizens. You all know where I'm going with it. You better believe that that is happening. And when they get on here and start talking about, we want to give free health care, free college, and all this other, that ain't for you, because they weren't talking about it before. That isn't for you. That's for everybody else. It is what it is. That isn't for you. If it was for you, they would have been talking about it and would have instituted it prior to all of this. It's all political, folks. They want those votes. They want those votes from the population of people that will be the majority population, if they aren't already. That's that. Yes, they move money around. Yes. The state and the federal government, they move money around to satisfy those that give the money. Whatever pet projects they want these politicians to focus in on, vote on this way. And for the majority of the people that will be the majority, they're working on those folks. They're trying to get them set up so that they can vote for you. So they have to give them trinkets. And black folks, you're not it. The people that share my reflection, you're not it. You're not it anymore. At least the ADOS blacks, American descendants of slavery blacks. We're not it. Just really sat down and looked at these things. We're not it. So you have to advocate and take care of yourself first. We already know that no one's going to take care of us. This is just in a general sense, not on the politics thing, but I'll get back to that. Not on the political thing. We know that no one's going to take care of you. I'm not going to come to your estate and live in your house and help you pay your mortgage, your rent, buy you food, or anything like that. No one's going to do that. No one is going to do that. So you have to take care of yourself. And you're not going to come from where you're at to come to my house and pay my bills or anything like that either. When you're not it, you're not it. and they've been letting, in my opinion, they've been letting me, the next person, all the people that share my reflection, ADOS, that you're not it. We're not trying to cater to you. We're not going to do anything for you. They told you that. If you don't vote for me, you're not black. Okay. Hello, Be the Difference Clothing. How are you? They told you that. I'm not going to do anything just for black people. You all can Google that. Okay. Now they want you to be without. They don't want you into the 2A. And we don't want you having a gun at your house so that you can protect yourself from the bad guy. And we also don't want the police to be fully funded so that they can come and assist you when you have an issue. Make Sense Monday. Just some things that were floating in my brain. Not just today. They've been there for a minute. But here we are, people. Here we are. And now that Walmart is closing, where are you going to get your food from if that's the only game in town? And now it's another burden on you with regards to money. You got to go out, all this other stuff that I mentioned before. You got to look out for yourself. You got to look out for yourself and the people in your life that you care about. But you have to take care of yourself first. Because you take care of yourself first and then helping others if you can. Great. Especially the ones that are in need. Your family, if they are in need or what have you. And one would hope that if you were in need and your family could help, that they would do the same. But it is getting tricky and it has gotten uglier out here with regards to a whole host of issues. Oh my goodness. Looks like it's going to rain any moment. Oh, let me get out of here. My nose is beginning to run. That's not a good look on YouTube. So I'm over here with the folks. I'm going to end this live, folks. Thank you all for being with me. I do appreciate it. Take care. Take care. Hopefully I can get out here tomorrow, out in the elements. Thank you so much, good people. Take care, Miss B and fam, Miss Patty Southern Kitchen and More, Lisa J. Stocks, Jebra Bruce TV Love. Thank you so much. Ooh, take care. I do appreciate y'all being here. I'm a walking place from afar. You're welcome, Miss Patty. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.